right, we're here with head coach Jack Owens after a 91-42 victory over Midway. Coach, your opening statement.
I just thought the guys came out and played the way we should play. We had a nasty taste in our mouth from Saturday night. We had good practice yesterday, great film session as well, and I thought the guys just came out and competed and played the right way.
All right, we'll open up for questions.
How satisfying is it for you to get your first win this year?
It's good. Anytime you can win, you take it. But the way we played today, I was happy with, because no matter who we played today, I knew we were going to pay attention to detail and come out and compete just from the practice that we had yesterday.
What'd you talk about to the team early in that first half when Midway came back, made it a 2-point game? Obviously, you said a few things in the huddle probably that got them going because they came out on a 9-0 run and never looked back.
To be honest with you, Beck, I told them I was gauging their effort defensively. If you're not going to give your all and max out, that's the thing that we're talking about. Playing hard, jumping to the ball, going to rebound, just doing the things that we talked about by being disciplined is what I was gauging tonight.
Was there any one particular aspect of their game you wanted to see an improvement on from Saturday to today, and did you see it?
That's a good question. The one thing is, I know it's probably hard for you guys to see, Midway have two guys that can really play. Number 0, he's extremely athletic. He scored the basketball. He's averaging 21 points a game. So for us to be able to key on him and not allow him to do the things he wanted to do was important. And they also brought Britt, number 14, off the bench, who also averaged double figures. And our job was that we wanted to really lock in on those guys and make it difficult for them to score the basketball. But our shell defense at Butler wasn't what we talked about. And for whatever reason, we had to get back to that. And yesterday, we really worked on position defense and being to the ball and staying tight on guys that we need to stay tight on.
I suppose the Butler game was more indicative of this potential issue than tonight, but how much is the inside game, rebounding, boxing out, those sorts of things, how much of that is going to be a work in progress with the people you have on hand here early in the year? Right.
This is going to be very important. I know a lot of people looked at our bigs rebounding numbers and they just thought that, hey, the bigs didn't go rebound. It was our entire team that did not go rebound, because when our bigs slid over to help, the guards were not cracking down. And that's what we talked about today, is that our shells got to be tight on the perimeter, but at the same time, when our bigs slide over to help on dribble penetration or ball screen action, we have to be able to come down and help them rebound. And we did not do that. Don't get me wrong, those guys at Butler were big guys and they were good players, but we can rebound the basketball better than what we showed Saturday night, and we will. We'll continue to work on those things because obviously we got to get better in that area.
Looking at tonight, I think it was something like 5 of 21 on the 3 points. With the personnel that you have here, are you fairly confident that 3 will be a pretty good weapon for you through the course of the year?
I do. I think, last year we were around a 34% three-point shooting team. I think we could do a little bit better. Our goal as a team is we want to be around 38 to 40% as a team. But we have guys that can shoot the basketball, and it's the shots that we take. I think if we take them in rhythm, we'll shoot a better percentage. I know Makai Lowry can really shoot the basketball when he get his feet set. Nike will do a better job shooting. Haruno will do a better job shooting the basketball. Milos, I can go down the line of guys who have the capability of making a rhythm 3. But also it's the 3 that they're taking will improve their overall three-point shooting percentage.
For most of this second half, you were able to sit down on the bench and just kind of let your players play. How nice was that compared to normal when you're, coaching them up for the entire 40 minutes?
Well, I was just gauging their effort. That's the one thing that we talked about tonight, that we want to come out and compete. No matter who we're playing, we want to be able to compete and play harder than our opponent.
Talk about the tournament coming up, obviously, in the Bahamas. A great trip for the guys, and really a very winnable set of games for you down there. But teams that we just don't normally see on the schedule. You know what?
North Dakota State is a really good basketball team. I mean, a really good basketball team. You're talking about a team that have a 6'10" kid, that's 6'10", 245 pounds, that can shoot threes and play with his back to the basket. But a lot of people won't know about them. Then they have guards that can break you down and go make plays at the rim, but they also can catch and shoot threes. And then if we're fortunate to get past them, we have Montana, arguably a top 50 team in the country. They have some of the best guards in the country. They were an NCAA tournament team last year. They're just really, really good, and they're on our side. So if we can get past North Dakota State and have the opportunity to play against Montana, it's going to be an unbelievable game, guys. It's going to be a game that's it's going to be hard-fought. Dribble containment is going to be important, but they have two of the better guards in the country, in my opinion. But they're a top 50 team in the country for a reason. They're going to be really, really good, and it's going to be a great challenge for us.
So did you find Jack's Maniacs maniacal enough for you?
You know what? That's a work in progress, but no, it's a work in progress. But we were able to meet some students this morning with coffee and things like that. Lindsay, she did a great job setting it up. It was probably 200 or so students came through, and they're excited about the season. A lot of them had some studying due tonight. They said, Coach, I might not can't come tonight, but we would definitely be out in the future. So that's what it's about. We're building something, and we just want to continue to build it with our students, with our community, and everything else, the surrounding area.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.
We're here with Nike Sabandi after a 91-42 victory over Midway. We'll open up for questions.
Nike, besides winning the game, what kind of goals did you guys have coming into this game, and do you feel like you reached them?
Yes, I definitely feel like we reached our goals. Our goals coming into the game was Coach harped on rebounding, rebounding the ball more, and getting in there and being more physical. And he wanted our guards to, help our bigs out and clamp down on the big man to, help them get rebounds. So that was our main focus for this game.
Seemed like you, Jalen, and Delonte were just, catching alley-oops and dunking the ball over the place. How much fun was that tonight?
It was a lot of fun, man. I really enjoyed playing with them a whole lot, and, we're all athletic players, so we just let it all come to us. Ringo set us up for some good ones, and Jalen set Delonte up for good ones, and it was just a fun night.
During this early portion of the season, you're going to see a lot of different levels of competition. You're playing Butler one night at their place. You're playing Midway here, and all kinds of different things. Is the coach pretty much stressing the same kind of things for each night, or do the goals or focus areas change as you're going along the way?
Regardless of the competition, we look at it. We go day by day and game by game. So we don't look over nobody. Any game that we play, we're coming in, we're scouting, we're in here with film, we're locked in 100%. It's nothing, none of that.
You talked about having fun with dunking the ball and everything, and that second half was really just one of those halves for you guys. But I think, tell me about the defensive effort, and I know Coach probably talked about it at half.
Yeah.
You guys completely shut them out for 10 minutes of that second half.
Yeah, we definitely shut them out. We just locked in on defense. Everybody was clicking on defense. We was communicating real good, and we was just letting the game come to us instead of forcing it.
Little bit of a slow start. They were only down by 2 after, I believe, 6.5 minutes into the first half. Was that just you guys kind of trying to settle in and figure the game out?
Yeah, I feel it definitely. It was us trying to just letting us settle in and getting comfortable with the game, letting everybody get warm and get ready for a good 40-minute game.
So did you or your team learn anything about yourselves tonight that you didn't know before, and what would that be?
I feel like we already know who our identity is, and we know what we are. Our team's a real deep team, so anybody can play anywhere, so I feel like we just took this one and we're just gonna move on to the next game and just lock in on that one in Bahamas.
Speaking of that, are you ready for the Bahamas?
Definitely, we're taking it as a business approach. We're not going over there to have fun or go lay out on the beach. We're trying to go over there and win games. a business approach, definitely.
Last year, you had Logan McLean, who in his senior year was giving you kind of an inside presence there, and it looks like you got some people coming into the program now that could possibly fill that kind of a role.
Yeah.
How's that inside game seem to be coming along with the new people you got coming in?
It's developing. It's definitely developing, but it's all coming together for us. We're still just figuring everybody out. Our bigs, and just seeing what all they can do as in a guard standpoint. So we're just figuring everybody out still, and just growing as a team.
And then you've dropped, I believe, 21 points or more in both the games so far. How are you feeling so far this season, and specifically tonight?
I'm feeling good. My teammates set me up, and letting allowing me to help everybody out and just play my game. So it's a real good situation, and I'm happy for me and my team.
All right. Thank you, Nike.
Appreciate it.